I guess the pitfalls of releasing this data piecemeal right now for the next several days.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I would ask the president to send a memo out to all clerks also. And I think that would certainly help too, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, great. Are we ready? You're muted, Jared.
Alan will knock on the wall as soon as we're ready. Give us one more second. He's still putting us up.
There's going to be tremendous pressure on these clerks.
We're ready now.
This is Kentucky State Board of Elections. We want to come back into regular session. We have been in closed session, and I'd like somebody to make a motion for us to come back into regular session.
So moved.
That's a motion by Member Brangers and a second by Member Russell. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, we are back in open session, and there really isn't any other business for the board to take up right now, other than it was the thought that we've had that it would be a good idea to have some kind of uniform release of the results on the 30th when they're due in from the counties. And I had thought that maybe it would be a good idea if we reiterated to the counties that instead of having the information dribble out piecemeal, that it would all be submitted and released as best as we can simultaneously, so that there aren't any, that the release of the information doesn't confuse people.
If the board would like to direct the staff to do that, we'd be more than happy to do that.
Is everybody in agreement with that approach? Anybody have a problem with that approach?
No, I
Other
think
than posting precinct results of the day on the door.
It won't be precinct results. It'll be polling location results.
Okay, but other than that, I have no problem.
All right, then the board directs you to do that, Jared. I think I take that to be the unanimous feeling of the board that we ought to try to have as much consistency in the release of election results as possible.
Okay.
Understanding, of course, that we've never had a situation like this, and we're going to try to do this and get it out as best we can for the first time.
Absolutely. I'll Taylor, if you will help draft that and send that out today, that would be great, and we'll make sure that's out. Taylor's already drafted something that went out last week. I'll have him just kind of retool that a little bit to make sure that it's up to date and a little more persuasive.
Okay. Is there anything else that anybody wants to take up before we adjourn?
When is the next meeting?
Sheila?
We can either do July the 10th or July the 13th.
And that would be the meeting to certify the results.
Yeah.
And that's the soonest we can do that?
Well, we have recanvass is on the last day to do recanvass. Filing deadline is July the 7th.
The last day to request one or the last day to conduct one? I don't recall which it
The
was.
filing deadline is the 7th.
So
And then that gives my office, what, a couple days?
Right. I prefer, I'm having surgery the 29th. I'm going to try my best to work from home the next week after my surgery. So I prefer the 13th, but it's up to you all.
Monday, that would be Monday the 13th.
Right.
a little less than 2 weeks after the election itself, and would give Secretary Adams' office and our staff enough time to be able to review those to confidently be able to certify the results based on that. Mr. Secretary, do you have any concerns or issues?
Sounds good to me.
All right, the 13th it is at 10 a.m. Does that suit everybody?
Yep.
That's Monday, July the 13th at 10 a.m. will be our next Board of Elections meeting. And with that, I guess I will, well,
Chairman, may I say one more thing?
yes, ma'am.
I have been working with the state parties for the Democrat and the Republican County Board of Election members. The Democrat side, we still probably have 11 out. The Republican side, I probably have close to 80 still out. If you all wouldn't mind to reach out to your parties and see if you can put a little fire to get these in for their list of 5 names for those county board of election members that would go on for the next 4 terms.
I'm all over that.
Conversation we had earlier today. And
Thank you.
Well, we only,
I-
can you give us a list of outstanding counties at some point, Sheila? Just email them to us.
I'll get them to you the first of the, I'll try to get them to you Friday.
That'd be great.
Okay.
Again, I want to say that an enormous amount of work has gone into this election. It is historic in nature. There are people, thousands of people across this state who have worked heroically to make this election a success. It's my view that it's been a tremendous success, particularly given the circumstances that we've been dealing with, the pandemic, and having to have people do things they've never done before. Very difficult things with a whole lot of moving parts across 120 counties. And I just want to say that, and I hope I can speak for the board, that we have great appreciation for the work that everybody has done across this state in trying to make this election a success. We're very grateful. With that, unless anybody else has anything else to say, I'll accept a motion to adjourn.
I'll make that motion.
All right, Member Brangers, do we have a second?
I'll second.
Member Skolnick, thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
We are adjourned. Thank you very much, and I'll see you soon.
I'll keep everyone informed as we go through. If we hear any other word about anything else going on, I'll make sure everyone on the board is informed of it as we go forward. Thank
Jared,
you. Really appreciate your time.
Jared,
Yes, sir.
Jared,
Jared,
be prepared to explain how the counties that are releasing votes tonight, be prepared to express to the media how those numbers will change as no more mail comes in.
Every one of the outlets that's called our office, and I know Miranda has been saying the same thing, is we've been really trying to push the AP, Edmunds, some of the other news outlets to understand that the results coming in will only be in-person totals for today, and that as everything else comes out, it will be absolutely partial results, and ultimately 30th is when all the full results.
Okay. But you're gonna get more calls.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Thank you, everyone.
all right, thank you all.
Good night.
Bye-bye.